Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned yet again to the nonsense. To jump right into it, permit me to reiterate to you all a quick recap of the last few sessions. Party log, March 1st. And so you did it. To say that it was touch and go there for a moment would have been an understatement. You're fairly certain one of you just about died there for a moment. But you vanquished the pirates, took them alive even for the bounty. The return trip to Absalom Station was rough, but the ship, your ship, didn't explode coming out of the drift, which was realistically the important part right there. Station security and the stewards took control of your captives, and you got a real tidy payout for your efforts. Now it's the waiting game. The Nova Rush is in dry dock for repairs, not due to be completed until March 31st. You also need to run background on anyone who might have a claim on the ship, but you've been reassured that it wouldn't come to that. For now, you have 30 days going forward to do whatever you want on the station. And some of you might even have some personal business to attend to.
I'm gonna look at the shop thing.
Yep. So, basically speaking, in order for me to keep track of day-by-day things, I will be maintaining both a party journal as well as personal logs for anybody who has progress on their social links. For anybody watching this, I am using the term social links to refer to any personal adventures or whatnot that any PC may wish to undertake for their own personal character development. I have been in conversation with a number of PCs about their character development and have, in fact, come up with a few potentially spicy routines that may or may not result in slight sanity damage by the end of the night. But I promise you everything is safe for work, so we shouldn't have any problems with being demonetized by the evil overlords on YouTube.
Thank you, Zo Media. Thank you, Zo Media. Thank you, Zo Media.
Don't let a titty be seen, or oh no.
What if it's man titty?
According to Tumblr, that's A-okay.
Man titty is okay. All right. I shall sub in case we need to do any shirtless scenes.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Listen. I'm tired. Okay. And when tired Andrew is on the mic, the filter is fucking gone, man. All right. So strap in, me buckos. We're gonna have some fun.
That was not a sentence I had on my bingo card anytime this fucking year, for the record. Thanks.
I love my chill-ass Phantasy Star Online music while Andrew goes on a rant about losing their sanity.
Oh, me losing my sanity. Au contraire, my friend.
It wasn't there, it was just hidden.
Huh.
Because the sanity that is about to be lost is you.
Oh, hi.
Would you be so kind as to read aloud for the whole class, my friend?
March 1st. No place like home, they say. The only thing that can define home for you is any place with a fridge, a network connection, and a locked door so you can put between you... a locked door you can put between you and the rest of the universe. That business on the Nova Rush was some bad juju you wanted to rinse out of your mouth. You're a network engineer, not a soldier. People almost died. There's a reason you don't follow your older brother into the stewards. You settle into your chair, hoping that a good few hours decompressing on the net will help, before logging your extensive report back to your superiors about your away mission. What was supposed to be the 3-day expedition turned into a pirate-induced nightmare? Well, you're just glad it would count as hazard pay. Your personal communicator's ringtone, a chiptune version of the theme song to the popular game Knights of Fendrick, rips you right out of the illusion. Checking the display, it's a text. and not one you had any desire of seeing. No, Mom saw a report about your pirate scuffle. Good job knocking them over. But she's doing what she always does, and she's worked herself up. We've got time. Please put an appearance back home, and she'll calm down. Norel. The rat will sigh heavily as she looks at the message from her sister. She is a Yosoki. She is one of 18. Parents are still going at it, expecting 19, I think, at some point. I don't know. But that's just how Yosoki are.
So, you're aware of the fact that Norel has... Among your numerous siblings, you don't necessarily keep in contact with all of them. Norel, on the other hand, has the somewhat dubious distinction of being the dutiful sister, the eldest of the group, who has elected to remain home in order to maintain her role as your mother's caretaker is a bit strong. Minder is possibly a better term.
Matriarch.
Matriarch implies that your sister is able to tell your mother what to do. You're well aware of the fact that in spite of the many years your mother spent hawking away at the cigarettes and doing nothing but sitting around and watching Triumph News all day, she still has quite a forceful personality. And if she thinks she's being told what to do, well, then the entire city block is going to hear it. It's unfortunate that your family is in a situation that your collective siblings have elected to have decided that your mother needs a minder. But unfortunately, with your father taking up that stint on the freighter to help boost the family's boost him and his wife's retirement fund, well, unfortunately, your mother has gone just a wee bit stir-crazy.
I keep my distance from my family unless I need to, and this feels like one of those need-to situations.
Yep. You're aware of the fact that the only news that your mother could have possibly watched was Triumph News, which is a local news network that has the misfortune of spinning what could be a story about something as simple as routine active maintenance, spinning it up into an hour-long presentation about how various groups are responsible for the degradation of the Citadel, of Absalom Station, and that various actions need to be taken in order to set things right. Now, the word right is heavily surrounded by numerous air quotes. But you are aware of the fact that either you put in an appearance for a brief period of time, or honestly, you're not even 100% sure how far your mother would go. I mean, there was that one time your little brother got sent home with a note from school saying that he got into a fight with a bully. That was then followed up with a visit from the station security because your mother had somehow decided to climb the facade of the apartment building that the other Yoskoi youth lived in and proceeded to have a heated argument with the boy's mother through the window about why exactly the woman was a filthy degenerate for raising such a terrible son. So honestly, you decide that you're just going to bite the bullet on this one and kind of head it off at the pass, really.
Yeah, because if this thing catches any fire, I'm going to just hide out on that ship and keep my head down. She'll never find me there, right? Eh.
Yeah. So, Little Akaton is a small, small subarm of the station. It juts out from the northwestern section of the ring, in between, just in between Fogtown and the free markets. It's easy to get to anywhere and easy to return to. It's a little bit almost. Some people would refer to it almost like a filter, kind of catching everybody as they drift around the station. Little Akaton is known for fundamentally three things. Its extensive network of family-run restaurants, the fact that there is an almost self-imposed curfew, not for any real reasons, but just because of the fact that you're aware, having grown up here, a lot of the parents are so much concerned with the potential stereotypes of Yiskoi thieves running around that it's almost wrapped around into the other end. That creates Little Akaton as to one of the most safe neighborhoods on the God, I can't remember, on the ring. And third, the other thing it's known for, basically anybody who grew up here just feels the need to leave at one point or another. It's lovingly and unceremoniously referred to as the Exodus. Almost every Yiskoi who has grown up in Little Akaton at one point or another feels the need to just get as far away from the neighborhood as possible. It's no real desire. It's nothing. It's not necessarily a negative portrayal of the neighborhood, but when quite literally every person within 20 square blocks knows you, knows your parents, and makes it almost impossible to get away with damn near anything, sometimes you just need a little bit of space. You're aware that the only Yiskoi you know of who has yet to succumb to the Exodus is your sister Norel, and you're of the opinion that that's simply just because she is trying her best to keep the family home in one piece for people to eventually return to. Your family home is it's a modest apartment just above one of the many Yiskoi run family diners. Uncle Ulrich was the name of the gentleman who ran the place when you were a kid. You kind of take a quick look in the window, and you still see Ulrich. He's not behind the counter anymore. He's just sitting in a chair. He's got a cash register propped up against him. But for the most part, you seem to notice that he's doing more conversing with the old-timers who pop in and out rather than doing any actual work. But I suppose that's what happens when you've run the same business for as long as he has. You notice that your mother has yet to change the key pass code on the front door, so you're easily able to let yourself in. You're not 3 feet in from the door when the overwhelming stench of cigarette smoke hits you like a truck.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're fairly certain that several doctors have informed your mother that she needed to stop smoking if she wanted to be eligible for the lung transplant that your father was working so hard to raise money for. But this is, you know for a fact this is fresh cigarette smoke. That is not a smell you could possibly forget. Proceeding farther in, the house seems it is as tidy as a lived-in home could be. Your mother was never really one for cleaning or aesthetics, but she was very she was more keen on making sure that her children were fed, well groomed, and well educated. For every for all of the faults that she had, she at least tried to make sure that you all had the best start as possible. As you take your turn into the living room, you look, and there she is, sitting in the same armchair you're fairly certain you left her in 6 months ago. You see a brand new pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes sitting on the table next to her, a spark pad in her hand, and yep, there's already a fresh one in her mouth.
Good afternoon, Mom. Second pack?
She looks up at you and she goes, Norel! What are you doing here?
It's Novell.
Norel, what are you doing here?
Mike Wazowski.
Honors got canceled.
Hanukkah's canceled.
Honestly, you're still
Ma!
this pretty much illustrates the theory you've always had is the reason why she named literally every single one of your brothers and sisters almost identical. Just the simple fact that she could call out whichever name that she thought, and then it'll get all of your attention. Oh, whatever! What are you doing home? I thought you were pirate now! What is this?
Mom, we were held captive by the pirates, and then we...
The cigarette is gone from her mouth. You hope it lands in the ashtray. She begins shuffling back and forth across the living room. I saw on the news that there was a pirate attack, and they said your name. Your name was on the news. Oh my God! I'm the mother of a convict. Oh, and you're here now. Oh no! What am I gonna do?
Mom,
oh, honey,
Mom.
I can't harbor a fugitive. Oh, but
Mom.
darling. Don't worry, I'll give you a prison. Oh,
Mom,
Andrew,
I would like to make a slap. I would like to make a slap attack against my mother. I would like to make an unarmed attack against my
Roll
mother.
for it.
Roll for it. Do it.
I want to slap some sense into her, please.
Do it.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Jesus
That's an
Christ.
18 on the die.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Oh
Max
my God.
damage.
Oh my God.
They say comedies just comes and goes like that, huh?
You open hand bitch smack your mother right in the mouth. And you now I want you to also then follow that up with any sort of
Oh, I'm immediately healing her with rousing splash. I'm dumping a glass of water on her.
Okay. Follow it up with either diplomacy, intimidation, or diplomacy or intimidation check.
Well, I guess I've got diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh boy.
It's a 7 plus 4. Do I re-roll that?
I mean, this is your mother we're talking about. Do you think you need to re-roll an 11?
This is my mother we're talking about. I might
You
need to
damn well do
re-roll
need
an 11.
What do we think, party? Does Abby need to re-roll a diplomacy check against her mother?
Probably,
You know,
yes.
I'm gonna personally say, out of experience, if my mother was ever hysterical, and I just delivered a slap like that, she knows me well enough that if I ever actually did that, it's time to shut up and listen. Not for any disrespectful reason, just because she already knows that that's a moment of like, okay, you need to listen now.
Because Novell is a -1 strength. Okay, like, she is not strong. So for her to put that much oomph behind it means she put her whole ass into it.
Okay, but here's the difference, Tom, okay? Your mother, and I speak from experience, is an absolutely lovely woman who is just a pleasure to be around. This is your stereotypical Jewish New Jersey mother.
1, you're not you're not me. 2, you're not my dad.
Okay, yeah, no, counterpoint made. Your dad's your dad. So, what do we think, party? Does Novell need to re-roll that?
Yes.
I'm gonna, just for comedy's sake, I'm gonna abstain from this one, just because, like, personally, I wouldn't, but I want to see where this goes, just out of morbid curiosity. I'm sorry, Abby.
I'm giving myself a fucking +1. I'll use my 1 for the session.
Or using guidance
Just to make sure I don't...
your mother.
I mean, that's probably.
Let's go!
Hey, with guidance, that's a 6!
Hey guys, so if I get a bus ticket now, I'll be at the house in 4 hours. Do you think you'll still be done laughing yet, or no?
He started on a fucking joke!
Oh my god! Oh my god! You crit failed!
How many?
You crit failed!
How many?
Against your mother!
How many points of damage am I taking?
The weakest little fucking slap. She like reels back to try to do it, and she just fucking face plants right into the ashtray.
That's the diplomacy.
Well, I think you just made Andrew's night.
Oh my god!
I have legit never heard this man laugh this hard in his life. Jesus Christ.
He's legitimately turned into a fucking joke!
No, I know he's completely fucking sober. That's the
Are
thing.
you okay? Was your tummy hurt?
Guys, relax. From what he said earlier, he's either going to stop laughing now or he's going to shit his pants and then have to stop laughing anyway.
That's right.
Wipe out! So what happens, Andrew?
You know,
give me a second.
I'm just going to be absolutely Andrew here.
I need a minute.
Holy shit.
Think he's fucking dead?
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
I have legit never heard this man laugh this hard ever.
That was, I swear to God. What?
Still in favor of the face planting into the ashtray.
I mean, honestly, if I was in Andrew's place, I'd say that should be like incoming sanity damage more than anything, just because of probably the diatribe that's about to be unleashed.
Oh my God.
Hey Andrew, prepare it, get it ready, and deliver. What is a nat 1 do here?
Okay. Before we go any further,
Too late.
in the 15, no, not 15, in the I don't know how many years I've been a dungeon master for this group, I have never, ever seen a better timed nat 1. Ever. Oh my
broke you.
Oh my God.
Andrew, what happens?
Breathe, Andrew, breathe.
It's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Andrew, I'd say I'd get on a bus and go give you CPR, but honestly, I don't think I'd get there in time.
Like, it's not just the fact that you rolled a natural 1 on a diplomacy check against your mother. No, you rolled a natural 1 on a diplomacy check against your mother when you were trying to re-roll an 11. Like, that is pure fucking gold. Do I have any water left in here? Do not.
Go get more water. Like,
You're gonna need it to hydrate your throat for whatever's about to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So,
Man, the character plot I had wasn't nearly this funny. I gotta rewrite it.
I mean, listen. I'm sorry, but listen. I've been mentally scripting this one out since like since for a while now. So it's like I was kind of ready. So, anyways, so so Novell, your mother's hysterics. You're certainly used to it by now. Unfortunately, Norel, who's normally the one who can calm your mother down, is not in the room at the moment. So you do the next best thing you can do. You grab a pitcher of water off of local table. You, again, bitch smack the shit out of your mother and then toss the water in your face, trying to scream, "Mom, calm down." Unfortunately for you, the shock of the water does not have the effect you wanted, and instead your mother proceeds to double down. "Oh my god, I've been assaulted by my own daughter! What is wrong with this world? I was going to be a character witness for you! Oh my god!
Character
Norel,
witness? Wait a minute,
call
wait a
the
minute,
police!
character witness?
Call the police! What? She's going for the phone. Give me a reflex save.
The reflex save? Wait a minute, I have technology skills.
Give me a reflex save. To
No!
keep your mother from calling the police on you.
This is a weak roll for me. Why did I roll it with that screen? Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. Damn it. Oh my, I was, I had a whole thing going.
Do you want me to
Okay.
re-roll it?
You had a fucking stiffy ready for that moment, and it just got denied. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to take.
It's
I
the
will not
nat-
take away your nat
It's the
20.
natural order of a nat 1 into a nat 20.
That is true. That is true. Okay, you see your mother going for the landline, and with a you are quite possibly more terrified of the fact, not so much the fact that your mother is going to call the cops, but the fact that you would then have to spend a not insignificant amount of time explaining to station security as to exactly why your mother is in hysterics, why she seems to believe that you are now a pirate, and why exactly she saw fit to call the police. You're well aware of the fact that this would not be the first time that your mother has called the police for stupid reasons. You're also aware of the fact that she's been warned multiple times that if she continues to waste valuable station security time, that she would then be charged. However, you managed to fucking do a somersault over your mother's head. You grab the phone. You hold it as high as humanly possible. Now go ahead and make your explanation.
Ma, I need you to hear me. I was a captive on that ship. My business had a contract on it, and that ship got taken over by the pirates. Why would... Those pirates were in jail. Their bounties collected. How would I be here if I was one of them?
It is at this point that your sister Norel comes in with a data slate, and she holds it up to your mother and says, "Yeah, Ma, it's right here. You see? Nova Rush, yeah, she's right there." And you see that there's a picture of the pirates getting taken off of the ship, and then another picture of you and the other members of the Nova Rush crew standing around. You didn't see any paparazzi around, so somebody must have taken the pictures from station security feed. Your mother, you can hear the gears of your mother's brain kind of slowly working as she starts to put together exactly these two new pieces of information. She turns back to you, Novell, and she just looks at you and goes, "Well, why didn't you say so? Oh my god!"
Mom.
Tizzy! Oh my god, what is wrong with
Ma,
this world?
put on some coffee.
Why
Put
will
on
it
some
do?
coffee.
Why?
Just put on
Why?
some
You know
coffee.
what
I'll
this
tell you the
is?
whole
This
thing.
is prejudice. This is prejudice against your score. That's
Norel,
exactly
put on some coffee for us, all right?
the narrative that we are terrible, terrible creatures. Well, let me tell you something. I am writing a letter to the editor about this. They are going to hear me, and they are going to know exactly what is going on. This is so unfair. To do such terrible things to a mother's heart. Oh my God, Norel, get me my oxygen.
Ma, I need you to breathe. I'm gonna put on some coffee. I'm gonna put on some coffee. I'm gonna put on some coffee, and we'll get out your favorite cake, okay?
You little punum. You got,
little punum.
You got Jerry, didn't you?
I grew up in Philly. I know how to talk the talk.
You are. And she just kind of reaches over and she does the cheek thing, where she's got both of your cheeks in her fingers.
You little punum.
You are indeed a treat to any mother. Oh, you're wonderful. Norel, where's my oxygen?
I can't believe we killed him on that one. And that one almost sent you to the.
I want a timestamp on the video as to exactly how long I was laughing for that one nat one.
Is this going to result in a new rule if the party is not allowed to bitch slap their in-character mother? Like,
Dude, I think like it was legitimately like almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude, you fucking died on that one.
Yeah, it was. I don't normally laugh like that, but that was I don't get that. I need that. That was something I needed after today. Thank you so much.
I totally get it. Your day sucked. Like to hit with that thing was basically just like a freaking like the angel coming down from heaven, except instead of like anything actual nice, it's just that.
I'm gonna go get water too. Hold on.
Probably a good idea.
It's great. My Novell voice is just a rat voice, and it's very easy to take that into like the New Jersey Philadelphian. Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that. It's Friday. It's not Saturday. It's not Ratterday yet.
Not Ratterday.
Okay, fuck Friday.
Yeah, exactly. It's my day.
So you proceed. You are incredibly happy that you decided that you were going to. You had the forethought to head off this nonsense with a Jerry's classic chocolate cheesecake, which you know for a fact your mother is. It is the one thing that can undividedly keep her attention.
I get the butter cake, but I don't find it anymore.
Yeah, you're aware of the fact that Jerry's had to discontinue their butter cake after the import issue that cropped up not too long ago. But the chocolate cheesecake is a good close second. You're also aware of the fact that your mother actually held a funeral for the butter cake.
Was a sad day.
It was a very sad day. You proceed into the kitchen and you turn on the humble drip coffee maker as you root around for a knife. As you do so, you notice that your sister Norel kind of hangs out at your periphery. Well, I won't say that's the worst she's been. You weren't around here when Noel announced that he was quitting his doctorate program to go into entertainment. You notice that Norel has her own thing hanging out of her mouth, but from the smell, you can detect that is not a cigarette. At least not any normal kind of cigarette.
Yo, can I get a hit of that? That's Fayleaf, right?
It is. She turns to him and goes, "Oh, don't worry. I've still got my prescription." She just without looking at you, she just kind of takes it out of her mouth, just kind of passes it over to you.
Thanks. She'll take a moderate pull.
Honestly, I still keep that prescription up.
I mean, I am a medical professional. I literally can do that.
Yeah, I know, but hey, it's less people talk when your prescription's signed by somebody who's not blood related to you.
Okay.
Besides, when she acts like that, honestly, sometimes it's the only thing that keeps me from starting ripping my fur out.
Yeah.
So, you see Dad out there?
Unfortunately, he's still working himself to the bone, ain't he?
Yeah, last I heard, his contract got extended another 6 months. That was about a week ago. So that news on that little blurb on the news about you and the pirates, fairly certain that's what set Mom off.
That whole thing. At the end of the day, we got quite a few credits from turning all those pirates. I'm
Oh yeah.
more than willing to give something back to you guys, but that pot's kind of it. The other people who were captive kind of helped us break free of that situation. We kind of technically, I am technically a pilot now for captain, I think. I'm not sure. It's weird, but we got a very good amount of credits for it. In total, between the four of us, 100, or not 100,000, 10,000 credits. 10,000 credits puts a huge dent in what Mom needs.
Your sister smirks a little bit and kind of like socks you in the shoulder in that way that only older sisters are able to do. Pilot on a starship. Look at you. You know, when you were still just a little furling, running around reading books, I swear I never thought I doubt anybody would have ever pegged you for actually running around on an actual piloting one of those damn things.
Yeah, that thing paid a lot better than my job. I'm wondering if I actually want to do that, because I might be putting my ass on the line, but if I can keep it consistent, I might be able to make some for Ma.
Yeah, that's really the problem, though, isn't it? Unless you're really taking those dangerous jobs, spacing isn't necessarily all glamour and glory. I'm fairly certain, though, that paycheck of yours, that big pot of yours, who knows? I don't think that's going to be a regular thing. I think that might just be a bit of a one and done kind of situation, unless, and she kind of shoots you a side look, unless you're going to start bounty hunting. In which case, I'm sorry, I think I'm going to have to drag you back to Dr. Pierce and have your head examined, because let me tell you something, there is no way I can see you as a bounty hunter.
No. But I mean, like, in that situation, obviously, I didn't want to get freaking captured, but like, if I can actually do something out there that actually makes consistent money like that, not just some one-off thing, it would be nice to, get it back to you guys.
Yeah, that's true. But you and I both know that Mom would have an absolute conniption if she knew that her any one of her kids were actively donating to her new lung pot.
Ugh. Well, still, we'll do what we can for her. But come on, she's probably waiting for us. She needs oxygen. Go. I'll get the coffee.
She puts out the blunt with her claw and stuffs it back in her pocket before taking the cake from the counter and leading it out into the living room. The sounds of Triumph News have shifted over, and now your mother's favorite game show, Price Check, is now on.
Oh, I always skip school and watch that shit. It was great. If I saw the soap operas, I knew I slept in too long.
Yeah. You never really the original host Crew Drary was always interesting. It's a real damn shame that his movie career never really took off.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate because I really liked his work in Pinocchio. Classic Who's Line bit. Oh God, sorry. It's a joke like 5 people will get.
No, I'm fairly certain anybody like over the age of 30 will get that joke. Also, it was Geppetto that he was in.
Right, yeah. But this was Crew Drary.
Yeah, that's true. So we unfortunately, I don't know the names of any other Italian novels about puppets that come to life that were then adapted by a corporate overlord.
But yeah, Novelle will take the coffee, head out there, and basically try to just continue to assage her mom and give the proper details as to what happened from her perspective.
So, how was the job, dearie? You see her oxygen mask is now tucked against her thigh inside the armchair. She's got a plate and a fork in her hand, and she's already digging into the cake. Is it just me, or do they not use so much chocolate in this anymore? I can't really taste it.
Yeah.
But, dearie, you must tell me about this job of yours. Tell me, did you meet anyone?
I was captive on a spaceship with pirates. No, I wasn't looking for love. I was scared for my life.
Pirates? I meant what you work, dearie.
Oh, my work just gives me jobs and I go on site. It's not like I go into an office or anything. I work from home mostly.
You're never gonna find anyone like that. Listen, let me tell you, the day I met your father was the best day of my life. I honestly can't think of anything I'd rather do for him. The fact that he's so far away right now, oh, it drives me to tears. She then seems to offset these tears by taking an Omondo-sized bite out of her slice of cake. But let me tell you something, darling. Your biological clock is ticking. You're only gonna be viable. You're only gonna be viable for another 30 years or so. And let me tell you, I want to see my grand furlings before I go.
There are 6 other daughters. You'll see grand furlings. There are 8 brothers.
Yes, and that just means more grand furlings for me.
Are you trying to get 100 of them?
Well, the more the merrier. Why do you think we didn't stop at just Norel here?
Ma, I'll get to it when I get to it. I just got back on the station. I literally barely have my legs back, screwed on. I still feel like I'm in the anti-grav. Give me some time, okay?
Okay, fine. But let me just tell you something. Downstairs, there's a new waitress working. Now, I know that you've been talking about different things and what's the word? I know we're not allowed to use butch no more, Norel. What's the right word for this? Oh, right.
Ma. Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out, okay? You don't have to set me up with no one. Just worry about yourself, okay?
I'm just trying to look out for you, darling.
I love you, Ma, but it's gonna be okay. All right, eat your cake. Come on. Let's see if the show bat on the stage wins the car. Come on.
All right, don't tell me to eat my cake. She then proceeds to scarf the entire rest of the slice into her mouth.
That wind slicer there on the TV, I think it'll be, what do you think, 100 credits? 200 credits?
Listen, dearie, they always overinflate these prices. Listen, that's 150 easy. And if it goes for anything less, I swear to God.
Alright.
Your mother is actually you're aware of the fact that your mother is watching too much of this show because it goes for 155.
She gets you on a taping sometime. Oh, God, I didn't know my rat voice could so easily turn into that. I just slipped into it, like I assumed a different life. Like I was the wife on Married with Children.
I was thinking more of the mother of Nanny Fine from The Nanny. I don't know if anybody watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you any, feel any better, you're clearly not wife and not have children.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So you then proceed, having finally convinced your mom not to call the cops or call the walls on you. You then proceed to spend the next hour and a half sitting with her and Norel, watching her usual block of game shows and talk shows. Realistically, you do not understand why your mother continues to watch Salary, but honestly, anything that keeps her from continuing to nag you about anything, really. Finally, it's late enough that you decide that you can reasonably extricate yourself without any problems.
Ma, I'm gonna go. I kind of need some quiet time after everything, but it was a pleasure sitting here with you. Okay?
Okay, dearie. Listen, don't be a stranger. I know you're constantly running around and doing everything, but listen, it's real important that I see you. It's important that I know that all my children are doing their best and they're living their best lives, okay? So, listen, if you need to, you can just bring your little computery thingy down here and plug yourself in. We've got an entirely new network set up. I promise you can spend all day working with me and we can be just like you never left.
Ma, I'm the one who put it here, just in case I ever needed to. Don't worry. You can call me on the comms unit anytime you need to, but I just need a little time to myself and kind of get my head screwed back on, alright? You have a good one and be good to Norel, okay? She works hard for you.
Okay, dearie. Norel is such a sweetheart. Oh, I love her. I love you all to bits.
Yeah.
You have a good day, sweetie. Don't let mass transit get you down. Bye-bye now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, she's, this is honestly one of her better days, Norel informs you as she kind of surreptitiously walks you to the door. Listen, and she looks back at your mother just to make sure that her attention is not on you anymore. Listen, you got that money fair and square. I'm not going to ask you to do anything you're not willing to do with it.
Look, I don't want to see Dad getting hurt on some off-world crap. I want him to grow old here with Ma. I love you guys too much to see that happen. And if I can do something about it, I'm going to do something about it.
And she kind of like she kind of just looking around before she pulls out her personal computer, and she beams you over a link to a web page. Yeah, well, just keep it on the down low. But we've been running a FundMe campaign for Mom's lung. So listen, we're keeping it all secret. And I really don't want you to think you're obligated to do anything because you're living your own life now. But if you think you can, then that's where you can put it to.
When that ship comes up and I see the others that were involved in that incident and figure out everything, I'll see what we can do with that. I can't promise anything. But
hey,
I'll do what I can with it, alright?
Listen, I'm just glad you're not dead, really. With that, your older sister gives you a serious hug before leading you to the door. And hey, listen, you want to get together sometime for lunch and not have to worry about with a thumb jerking over her shoulder at your mother. Just let me know. I'm always around.
Yeah. And, yeah. If you need me, don't be afraid to get me whenever you need to. I will pull away and help out where I can. Okay?
Yeah, not a problem. I'll talk to you later.
Stay good, Norel.
And with that, she shuts the door behind you, and you make your exit from your home apartment, your childhood apartment, your childhood street, and your childhood neighborhood of Little Akaton, you return to the the modest living space that you have farther out in the ring, as your mind slowly begins to turn with thoughts of exactly what could be done to help facilitate your mother's current condition. You take a chance look at the website that your sister had given you. You notice the overall cost for everything is 150,000 credits. You know for a fact that that's not just the cost of the lung itself, considering that most replacement organs are VAT cloned. But you also know that it's for the pre-surgery, post-hospital, and in-house care, as well as any rehabilitation your mother's going to need. So it's certainly a fair bit, and unfortunately your mother, your parents never exactly believed in healthcare for themselves. So the difficulty is just going to be getting all that money in such a concise time. You notice the tracker right now has the amount at about 35,000 creds.
Oh, I'll have to talk to the others and see how much they're okay with giving out of the pot. But I don't want to impose either. But I have to wait for March 31st then.
Indeed. Is there any other what's the term? Any other social link business you want to attend to, any purchases you want to make, or any other actions you wish to take for this day?
Not particularly. She's just gonna return to her little hovel and try to find a means to relax tonight and keep to herself, as she is normally one to do, unless something were to grab her or her attention.
Okay.
She is natively a quiet mouse. She does not want to stir up trouble or dig into things, not unless she has a reason to, but after what she went through, she kind of needs a little bit of time to breathe.
Fair enough. Alright, so so that was the consistency of Abby's social link. So social link is officially leveled up for Abby. Freya, you are the other person that I have social link information for.
Yes.
So, your main goal in this whole situation was your eventual return to Absalom Station, because you know for a fact that it's the most ideal place for anybody looking to start any sort of career. You remember... oh, okay. I'm sorry that that Jewish mother routine was
Grandma Shmuley.
Grandma Shmuley.
Your smooth moves, and that doesn't mean her cigarettes.
It's your Aunt Gladys.
Uh-huh.
Can I say that, like, I have gave Andrew the littlest of information, and he built all of that and just kind of flung it at me, and I rolled with it as best I could.
He made an entire episode of The Nanny out of it.
I know.
Jesus Christ, you're right.
I am very impressed with how quickly you were able to pick up on that, Abby.
I can roll with the punches like no one's business. Kudos to you, sir. Kudos.
Thank you.
Before we continue, I just want to mention, so Alvis has, nothing, basically, for her background because of what she is. So, any of your characters just want to ask her to, come along for whatever reason, even if just, carrying some bags or some shit, you go right ahead, because I gave Andrew fucking nothing. I gave him the go-ahead to do something. I'm not sure if he has yet, but far as I know, nothing. So, if you want to include me, you go right ahead. If you don't, same deal. Not offended, blah, blah, blah. You get my point.
Yeah, Tom, I'm aware that you're a bit, a bit light on background characters. I say with as much love and affection as possible. I kind of wanted to start nailing down other people's stuff before I start coming up something with you.
Oh yes, if that's of course. I'm just mentioning like as current right now. If nothing crops up, like my character basically like if anyone asks like, oh hey, can you just come help me with something? My character would be like, yeah, whatever, sure. Because all in this together at this point, like, shit, she almost fucking got deleted from existence, and one of the party literally got her back up on her feet. So like, she kind of owes them now. So it's like, okay,
That's fair.
Alvis, you want to go meet my mom?
You want to go meet? I cannot think of anything that Tom would be less interested in doing.
you just hear from the yelling down the fucking hall, down the corridor that's somehow piped into the speakers. No.
Navo would be so confused. He would have no idea how to deal with that at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alice wouldn't either. She's a fucking android. What does she know about family? She's literally like built like 2 years ago.
He'd try to talk to her about rifle assembly.
Well, that would work.
Yeah, you know what? It would. It probably would.
Rifle assembly. Meanwhile, she's just like, so this is how you... I'm done. What's up?
Yeah.
You gotta find him the person that's like really big into like really weird crafts, like model trains or woodworking, like with like little tiny knickknacks.
The irony is she does actually have crafting into augmetics. So, yeah. You're not wrong. Also, that extended typing period by Andrew over there is making me scared about what's to come out of this.
Just relax.
No.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I had something for the end of the session. But Freya,
Yep.
you recall that you got your initial network entertainer career started back on your home planet of Triaxis. Question: Did you have a home planet and background selected, or am I like making this up as I go along?
You can make that up. I actually didn't pick like a home planet.
Okay, perfect. You had started your career back on Triaxis, which was the home, which was the original world that you hailed from. It was in the middle of Triaxis is a roaming planet, which has a very erratical and highly elliptical orbit that carries it around the sun. You had been born and raised during one of its frigid, endless winters. While most people living there would have adapted to the harsh climate and found their own way, you, on the other hand, kind of turned inward. You became enraptured with other worlds and other peoples, and you sought to leave your mark in your own special way. It started out small, a little video game session there, a live reaction here, but slowly but steadily, you built up a following, not just on your native Triaxis, but slowly across the interplanetary network. Until the fateful day came that you received a personal message from Zoe Media, and they were offering you, for the first time in your life, the ability to travel off of your frozen planet and into the stars to meet with Zoe himself to discuss potential for your career. Now, granted, you didn't actually meet with Zoe, like, he kind of just walked through the room and There were about maybe 150 other net entertainers just like you in that room that same day. That fateful, terrible day. And they had sold you a dream. There was talk about fame, the credits, acuity. It was the most incredible thing. And it was just the idea that you, just one simple dragonkin, could reach so many millions, billions, potentially trillions of people with your entertainment and bring joy and love into their lives. It really did not take much for you to sign up then and there. And looking back, you recall that there was one person there at that signing who had taken the data slate in his hand and kind of waggled it in front of the face of the representative and said that they wanted a lawyer to look over this for them. And, well, you're not exactly sure what happened to them, but you don't recall seeing them very much after that. And looking back on it, you're fairly certain that getting a lawyer probably would have been the smartest thing to do, because being employed for Zoe Media was not something you ever wanted to experience again. It started out easy. They got you the ropes, they bought all of the equipment that you needed, and kind of set you up. You're actually fairly certain that maybe some of your early followers may have in fact been paid plants by Zoe. The early days, they actually were kind of fun. You hung out with other members of what they referred to as your generation. You spent time with them, you interacted with them, you made genuine friends. But then the numbers started to decline. You weren't pulling in tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people with every stream. The super chats, they weren't coming in quite as high as you thought they were going to be, and, well, you had thought that this was just kind of the ebb to the flow of your career. Unfortunately, Zoe Media had standards, and those standards needed to be upheld. And they weren't just going to let you go. They don't let go of talent. That's not the way Zoe works. So, they kind of gave you a choice. Either you could follow up your career with a rather extensive education process where they said that they would teach you how to become the glistening star in the constellation of Zoe. And you'd heard rumors about this education program, and you're not sure if those rumors were true, but one of your gen mates had signed up for it, and, well, she was never really the same again. Like, the spark had gone out of her eyes. She'd seemed listless, and she jumped at every shadow. You're not sure what exactly kind of education she went through, but you were fairly certain that you did not want anything to do with that. Or, they said, you could be part of an event that was going to make headlines. And once again, for the second time in your life, you decided to take the quick and easy way out. It was a small little space on Castrovel. It was the home of the elves. You thought you were going to have a concert, maybe do a few meet and greets, but no. It wasn't a concert. It was a safari. But the problem was that, looking back on it now, you're fairly certain that they had paid somebody off, and you saw people die that day. And the worst part of it was, their debts weren't the end of their employment, so, oh no. They had people, you're not even sure if they were real people, on staff. One minute you were sitting there and trying desperately to stem the flow of blood out of the wound in your gen mate's side, And the next minute, you're talking to her walking corpse.
Oh, fuck.
And it kind of all clicked into place there, that you realize that Zoe does not let go of talent. Not even to death. You kept it together. You kept yourself with that smile on your face, that can-do attitude that all good net-tainers have. But you were screaming on the inside. You realized that you had signed yourself up for a deal with the devil. And that devil's name was Zoe. You immediately went home that night. You pulled out your copy of that contract and you did everything you could. You poured through every single line on that document, trying to find any sort of loophole that you possibly think you could find. And unfortunately, you really couldn't. Maybe if you had the time, the money, the legal training, you may have been able to find something. But unfortunately, Zoe has had a long time to perfect the art of the deal. And they had you. But they didn't quite factor in everything. You had been keeping tabs on a number of your frequent super chatters, the ones who had taken the term, who had bestowed upon you the title of Oshi, and you knew that some of them had dabblings in the arcane arts. You were taking the biggest risk of all in meeting with them. But it did not take much for you to explain your situation to them. And they were heartbroken to hear what was truly going on behind the doors of Zoe. And together, you all hatched a plan. It was the kind of plan born out of sheer desperation. Realistically, if you could redo it, you probably could have come up with a better idea. But with the situation you were in, it was your best plan. And honestly, it was both complicated and simple at the same time. The dates on the contract had dictated that it was null and void. It was only eligible on the date that you signed it. So the answer was really quite simple. Don't be on that date. Your plan was time travel. Go back in time to a time before Zoe Media had you in its clutches. Now, obviously, you were aware, it had been explained to you that any attempts you would have made to try and stop yourself from signing that initial contract were predestined to fail. The mechanics of time travel dictated that no matter what you did, you were guaranteed to be at that meeting that day and sign that contract with Zoe. Because otherwise, this very desperate act of you traveling into the past would never have happened. And you were informed that the consequences of causing a paradox of that level were incalculable. Instead, you had just about everything you needed. You had some creds, you had a few valuables you could use, and more importantly, you had a new identity. You had a new name and a new birthplace. You were going to start fresh. Because while Zoe Media had tried to take your soul, what they couldn't take from you was your talent. You could try it again. You could go it again and bring yourself back up from the bottom and truly become an independent net-tainer. The only real problem was the execution. And instead of going back in time, you found yourself flung 150 years into the future. And honestly, not really all that much has changed. Zoe is still a predatory beast that prowls the network, preying on the young, the uninformed, and the desperate. Net-tainers still continue to ply their trade across the Pact Systems interplanetary network. The only real problem that you are aware of is that since you are forward in time, that means that a portion of your contract is still viable, except for one important thing that you recall seeing on your contract. There was a date on that contract, a date not far from now, that said, if Zoe Media could not have proof of life or death after that date, contract was null and void. So now you're in a race with time. All you need to do is keep your head down and keep yourself from Zoe's ever-present gaze, and you'll be free of them forever. Now, obviously, a smart person, well, smart is a bit of a different word, a wise person would take this opportunity, find a quiet, secluded moon, possibly somewhere off the Pact Worlds, hunker down, and just count the days until you are free. But you see, the problem with that is the allure for you is still there. You still crave the endless hours, the time, everything. It was a drug to you. It was a rush that you are not yet ready to let go. So, Phaerex Silpora, that is the name that you have taken for yourself after the mishap with your time travel. You hope that the spells cast before your ill-gotten time jump will keep your identity from being linked back to Zoe. You have a different name, you have a different alias, and right now, you want to get back in the game. You want to be a new star.
Hell yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's amazing.
Listen, I've had some time to think this through. Like you know, I don't need much. So, Phaerex, you are currently living. You currently kind of take a quick little examination of your surroundings, and you're aware of the fact that A, you're currently not. This isn't public housing, but it's certainly not private. And B, you pretty much have the grand total of your possessions pretty much amount to the clothes on your back, the tools in your belt, and the credits that you've been able to score from the lucky break of bagging a whole bunch of pirates. The unfortunate thing is that the valuables that you were planning on traveling back in time with, including that one sports almanac that you were hoping to make a few discreet bets with, were unfortunately destroyed in whatever mishap it was that caused you to be flung forward in time. It realistically was just sheer dumb luck that you were able to secure that passage on the Nova Rush. So, right now, you know that to get back into the game, you're going to need a few things. First of all, you need a new setup. That is going to include a secure network, secure access to the to the network. You're thinking you're under the impression you're going to start small instead of going for the Pact-wide interplanetary network, or PIN. you're going to stick to station. You're going to stick to station side. Less of a chance of Zoe getting their attention drawn to you before you're ready. You need new system hardware, and more importantly, you need a new avatar. This is all stuff that you know how to get. The only problem is that acquisition is going to be just a little bit tricky. So, the first thing you decide to do is you decide that you are going to go ahead and make sure that your network is as secure as possible. Right now, basically, what you can do is, so for these first two checks, I'm gonna have you make is you can either use a basic check, or you can spend credits to acquire hardware that will give you the equivalence of either a success or a critical success.
Mm-hmm.
So, first thing I'm going to ask you to do is give me a computers check to set up a private network access.
Let's see. Alright, I have a +3 in there right now.
Mm-hmm. So now I'd like to point out that this is happening at the same time that Novelle is visiting her mother.
Yeah.
So it's all happening on March 2nd.
I think if I fail to check, then I'll probably have to buy something. Or at least, it's a tough call though. Hey, we'll roll for it. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
But hold on. I'm sorry. What is this check for, though?
She is making a check to see if she is able to...
No, I meant the proficiency check.
Computer check.
I guess it depends. Like, would she, bring her over the frickin' android for this, or
Well,
just by herself?
that is Freya's choice.
That's why I'm asking now, before the roll is made.
Fair enough.
Alright, so she's thinking, might be kind of tough to set up a private network. So she gives you a ring on the phony phone.
Alright. I'm going to attempt an assist.
Yeah.
So you are able to secure the discreet assistance of your... I suppose you could refer to them as a crewmate now, of Alvis. Because technically, you do have the rank of captain.
That is true.
That is true.
Number 1, I order you to take a number 2.
Stares at them, not getting the joke, because, android.
I narrate. That was for fucking Beavis and Butthead.
Funny enough, I was more thinking the Austin Powers movie of, like, who does number 2 work for, that scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she asked, Android would be perfectly happy to help with that, because, it makes total sense. Shit. Honestly, it's not like Alvis is gonna spy anyway. She literally does not give a shit.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to roll first for the assist.
Okay, let's see here. Sorry, just trying to figure out Foundry, what I roll again, because I'm looking at the efficiencies. Found it.
Alright, that is a 19.
Nice.
All right, Frey, you get a +1 aid.
Oh my god.
So,
That's a 6.
Wait, you have a hero point.
you do have a hero point, that is correct.
Do I want to blow it so early? Well, I guess I probably...
We're actually over an hour in, so
We
yeah,
have a
yeah,
party
that's
point
fine.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it. Fuck it.
All right, I'll use the party point.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well, no, you get a personal point because you started each
Yeah.
session.
that is true. All right, we'll use my point.
See?
Ah.
I mean, it couldn't have got much worse.
It's a
I mean, we could-
13.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Okay. Feyrex, so with Alvis backing you up for the 150 years of networking technology that you've missed out on, you know enough to know that you do not have that neither of you either have the technical know-how nor the computer equipment required to truly give you a 100% secure connection. Now, granted, it's not that the temporary housing doesn't have secure connections, but there's a difference between secure and invisible.
Mhm.
And for a nettertainer, the one thing you have to remember is that once you reach the big time, people start looking for you. And there is nothing better than being able to kind of mask your access so that way people don't start doing things that they really shouldn't be doing. So, unfortunately, based on the checks on the results from both Alvis and Freyrex, I will say that if you want to set up a truly secure network, you will need to make some purchases.
All right, how much is that going to cost?
So basically, you are aware of the fact a commercially available network access router will run you back about 50 credits. However, if you're looking for something with some more robust and inbuilt security protocols, that's going to run you back a solid 200.
Looks like my 26 credits left over.
Well, that's the thing. You have to remember this is in silver. Wait, what about all the money you got from the?
That party stat, like all of that we put into the party stash, it's
Like
not
that.
been distributed yet. So
Yeah.
you do have,
More
yeah.
importantly, we specifically said we weren't going to distribute that person to person just because party, if we can get party, everyone getting more shit, it's the better for us. So, Andrew, what do you say that cost was again?
It was $50 for a standard model, which is basically the equivalent of a success. While $200
Hold on, you mean credits, right? Not dollars. Yeah, just checking.
dollars credits, dollars credits. Honestly, at this point, it's potato.
Okay, fair enough. Just want
Yeah.
to make sure.
It's 50 for a basic model, which is enough to be the equivalent of a success on that computer check roll. But a more robust version, which will be the equivalent of a critical success, would be 200.
I mean, guys, fuck it. Like, we're here to gear out. We got enough to spend. I say let's get it for her.
You're also aware of the fact, Freya, that splurging that whatever computer hardware you purchase, you'll be able to take with you whenever your time here in this housing is over. So you'll be able to take that success with you, whereas you would have to reestablish a secure network access if you didn't have it.
That is true, and this is the kind of thing that can make money later.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with the splurging
Yep.
for it. It's like an
Guys, what do you think? Let's do a vote. I vote yes.
I vote yes.
Sure.
I think that's all of us. Then yes, it is.
All right.
I mean, I just spent like 120 something on a giant ass laser and some armor, so if this is part of your character, I don't see any reason to say no, especially since we're not exactly like poor right now, relatively
True.
for our level.
That is true. Where do I record?
Artie, go ahead and handle it, if you would like. I'll just give you the
I was
pass.
trying to stay quiet this whole time, but all right, hi.
I mean, okay, hi, yes, I mean...
You're part of the party, dude! Speak up!
You were... Hi, in case you didn't know, Artie's been here this whole time.
We
Yes.
know, he just hasn't said shit.
Lurking.
Yes, he's trying to wait until his
It
introduction.
wasn't my time to do anything.
Neither is
But I'm gonna
submarine,
make
but here we go.
I'm gonna make a custom asset in our equipment that is secure router.
Nice.
A what now?
A secure router, you know. For
What
the-
Freya just purchased, because there's
Yeah.
nothing
Oh,
like that in
perfect.
actual Starfinder inventory. But for what we're doing now, lore-wise, it's relevant. So
Right off? Yeah, no.
Alrighty, the social credit's been deducted.
Social credit deducted. All right. So now the next thing you need to do, this next computer check is going to be about ensuring that your setup is able to your streamer setup is able to handle pretty much multitasking through all of the different things that you need to do. Multiple screens for juggling through whatever content you're streaming, any subsequent pages you need to pull up in secret, as well as your chats. You need to be able to accept multiple video inputs, as well as have decent sound setup. So I will let you either roll me. Let me pull up your character again. See if maybe I can give you a bit of an edge here. Okay. I could have sworn engineering was a thing. Okay. I'll tell you what. No, because untrained computers is literally just another int check.
Can I still give a...
Yeah. Well,
because I do in fact have trained in computers.
True, but I'm just trying to determine if there's any other. Basically, if there's any way that I can spin it to let her roll something else. The problem is, I could have also done a crafting check, but you've got the same in crafting that you do as computers.
A society check knowing what to Google.
Ironically, considering
Actually,
our fucking career,
You know what?
that might actually make sense.
You know what? Here's what I'll do. Tom can make the initial computers check, and Freya, you can aid using society. How's that?
Oh no, with my roll hook, this is gonna be a bad idea.
Or Freya can make the computers check, and Tom can assist. Either or.
You know what? I'm leaving this decision up to Freya for the train wreck that's about to go.
Alright, so I'll roll society for the support. Since
Okay.
you have the higher base computers roll.
Oh, I have a +5, so...
Yeah. And I have a +6 in society, so I'll roll first.
Wait, no, if you have a +6, why would you roll before my...
Because I said that... No. Hey, Tom. I said that she could... I'm saying she couldn't make the main check for society, but she could aid you with your computer's check with a society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a train wreck, isn't it?
I mean, she rolled a 19. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's my luck with rolls.
Well, let's see what we got. That's 60.
Hey.
That's a 21. That is a success. So, Freya, with the computer hardware that has been provided to you by your housing setup, you are able to properly rig a decent gamer setup.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, as this computer hardware does not belong to you, you will need to reestablish this once you are in a different housing scenario.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, to kind of put a little bow on this evening's intrepid exploration into Freya's world of imaginary VTubing. So the way I'm looking at it, Freya, is that basically when you're making your net entertainer character, you're basically going to specialize in the variety of stream that you perform. What I have so far are gamer streams, what I'm classifying as entertainment streams, which are basically just, singing or drawing or other sort of entertainment.
Smasher Path streams.
Smasher Pass streams, baby.
Okay, so that is, I'm actually going to lump under social streams.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or option 4, rager streams, which are basically rage bait streaming.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So the way I'm having this set up is that based on your speciality, based on the speciality that you choose for your stream, that is going to influence what skills and attributes you will roll with when determining the success of your stream. It will also influence different perks that I don't want to call them feats, but basically perks that you can take to kind of get more money or possibly use your stream for other things that you would otherwise use normal checks for, as well as collecting money, as well as reactions for what happens when one of your stream checks goes wrong. One of the names for this reaction is called Hello Clippers. So, Abby, Artemis, and Freya, I will be directly asking you all for input on developing these rules to kind of make them a little bit more, I won't say true to form, but a little bit more believable.
I can't believe we're going to turn Freya into a VTuber.
We are.
I know. I'm VTubing as a VTuber.
Yeah, that is. We are VTubeception. Oh my god. And by the way, Abby, if you decide that these rules are something you want to incorporate into your own campaign, you are absolutely free to use them. Because I know you're doing Starfinder stuff, right?
No, that's a friend of ours.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. There's so
We're
many
players
campaigns.
in it.
There are so
We're
many
players in
campaigns.
it, yeah.
I just, ugh. Well, anyways, they'll be open source anyway. So, at this point, that is the social link for Abby as well as Freya. Freya, I will start writing your own journal whenever I have 5 minutes to myself. Unfortunately, since nobody else got back to me with any actual information, and because Artemis is not yet introduced into the campaign yet, but don't worry, your time will come, I'm going to wrap up tonight with another... That was the wrong button. With another journal entry.
But hold on, to be fair,
Yeah,
my
no?
character does not have an actual background. She was born like literally 2 years ago. She's an android. She is quite literally just popped out of a forge.
No, that statement was not meant as a dereliction or any sort of negativity towards anyone. It was just a blanket statement.
To be fair, just one
Yep, no, I understand. So, I would like to direct... I've just shared the new party journal to everybody, and I would like to direct your all attention to March 3rd. So, we have advanced by a day, and we are now on March 3rd. Your comm units chirp momentarily, heralding the arrival of a personal message. Opening it, you realize it's from Station Security. You have hereby been randomly selected to serve as jurors in an upcoming trial. Please report to Station Security District Headquarters at 0900 on March 5th.
All of us.
Oh
All of
boy.
you. Welcome to the jury duty arc, everybody.
Why does every tabletop campaign have a goddamn jury duty arc?
I don't know, but we're doing this.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
An android on jury duty. This will be fun.
Oh, trust me. Just wait till I promise you, this is going to be interesting. This
I
is
wasn't
not
being sarcastic.
I know you're being sarcastic. That doesn't mean a damn thing. You're always sarcastic.
Truth.
Yeah. I know, technically, Artie, you've been sitting here with a character sheet and just kind of watching, but, yeah, for those of you who didn't, Artie will be sliding into our group. Yay, Artie!
Yeah. By the way, Artom,
Woo!
you received that message.
What's up?
You also received the message about jury duty.
That means to look up
fuck.
the message, dude.
You're in here, right?
This is gonna be fun.
I put them into the party with my admin account.
Okay, so that means that they're able to access anything that I share with everybody, right?
Yes.
Regrettably so, yes.
Excellent. All right, so jury duty is happening. So basically, for the purpose of if anybody wants to develop any further social links between now and next week, next session, you've basically got the entirety of March 3rd and March 4th to do so. Please also list off any actual purchases that have been made, or at least any ones that are going through before March 5th. Any questions?
I mean, I'm just going to, make money those days, so should I just roll off of my, skill?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll off of your computer skill.
Alright.
Can I assist them then? I have the same skill, so.
This is a
I'm trying to remember what it's called.
It's a downtime activity.
this is basically a make money check.
Yeah,
Okay, so can I
it's
roll
earned
that
income.
then the same to do the same?
Yes, that you can do.
it's,
Okay.
trying to remember what it's called.
Earn income.
Very well.
Earn
Earn income. That's it.
Yep.
Earn income, then I'll roll
Yep.
it right now. And well, that's
Elliot,
shit, but
you
okay.
attempt to spend a day earning income as a network engineer. Unfortunately, you lack some sufficient experience to properly make any money. That is unfortunately a failure.
Yeah, figured. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a failure as well.
Yeah, 6 copper is not even a credit.
Not even a credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like their earn income diagram.
It's weird.
The rules kind of suck, honestly. Like, not in favor of the player. It's
No,
It was
Kinda
it
weird.
was written back for like Kingmaker, so like it definitely could
but it
probably
still
use a
sucks
refresh.
for us.
Mhm.
Eh.
So that was the day of March 3rd. So if you want to roll one for March 4th, you're welcome to.
Oh, that was
That's
for
fine.
all 3 days that I rolled.
Oh my god. That's fucking
You know what?
stingy. We
I
didn't
thought
that.
every roll was only
Ouch.
an 8-hour period.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll
In-
for the final day that until we next go through.
It's like
Okay,
saying after 3 days you earned like a quarter.
yeah,
I didn't get a lot of jobs, let's put it like that.
that's fair. Yeah, Tom, you can go ahead and roll one more time.
Like you can make more of like door dashing.
Oh my god.
18. Okay. Tom, you are able to successfully generate 5 credits.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Something's better than nothing.
Uh-huh.
Robot fails to computer. Ironic, really, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Abby. I'm not really regarding that diagram that you posted as anything really good. Like, I'm just
That
kind
was
of.
me. I was trying to read it. I
Oh.
accidentally posted it.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, that diagram is just kind of not really something I'm concerning myself with because of how bad. How it's basically just making the earn income task completely useless. Like, what is somebody going to do with 5 copper?
Yeah.
Explain.
I'm just gonna
Hold on. Yeah. Remind me again, Andrew, my check. How much did I make?
You made five creds.
5 creds. Got it.
Like, nice face. He's a quarter kid.
Should I then re-roll it if you're going to disregard it?
Well, what do you mean disregard?
The whole earn income system then?
Oh, what
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead and re-roll your computer's check.
Actually, you know
You know,
what? I have a much better medicine.
sorry,
Can I use
Andy?
that?
Yeah, you can. What are you saying, Tom?
Abby, one moment, can you just unfuck my gold and give me the 5 creds Andrew said I got? I tried
Yeah.
to use the plus minus thing and it did not work.
I can fix it for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You spend some time working at a health clinic.
There you go.
You're able to generate 3 creds worth of income.
I get how much? Wait, sorry, I was fixing Tom's
No,
sheet.
you're all right. I said 3.
3 credits?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
All right. Anybody else want to try their hand at earning income, or are we going to call it for the day?
I could give it a go. What do I gotta do?
What's your highest skill?
Highest skill is survival.
Can't really. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm gonna say you can't really use survival as an earn income on station.
That's
Do you
fair.
have another skill you can use?
Second highest skills would be acrobatics or stealth. Or society. Or crafting.
I'll tell you what. You can use society as like you're trying to work in a station infrastructure, part time. So roll me a society check.
Oh man, I seen that 20. I got excited.
Yeah, you were pretty close. Unfortunately, demand for temporary labor is lower than the supply. So unfortunately, you're only able to walk away with 1 credit for the day.
Nah,
Yeah.
damn. Whore.
Excuse me.
You say
My
but,
run, my roll for the day is done. Are we done for the night? That sound right?
I think unless there's any other business that wants to be taken care of, everybody can handle purchasing on their own. If you have anything that is either above level 1 or an uncommon or rare rarity, please let me know and we will discuss it together.
Oh no, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, what do you got for me, Tom?
My assist was done for today, so I've got nothing else I can do.
Okay, that's fair. All
Alright.
right.
So mind if I just duck out then? Because
Yeah, no, we're
I
done.
can't do anything.
Alright, I'm gonna
No.
end the recording here then.
Yep, no problem.
Bye!
Bye, y'all.
That was so good.